Okay, let's see how we can do this. You actually can't see me, but it doesn't matter if you see me or you don't see me, because what I'm going to talk about right now is Torah. Now, Torah was made for man, and Torah was made for Shabbat, for 24 hours, because God gave us the rest of the week to try and live our own lives, to make ourselves go our own way, to direct ourselves with our ego. Thus we have Torah 24. We also have Torah 216, and we also have 613 laws in Torah. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 7 days, the first 7 days of Torah, okay, in which the first 6 are for man. Now man has the first 6 days of Torah of 16 hours a day, totaled 96 hours for the 6-day week, in which the 8 hours of sleep belongs to God. So we have 96 hours of man's awake, and we have 48 hours of man's asleep. Then we have the 1 day of Shabbat, which is 24 hours of Torah. And then we have 3 more days of man's life, in which 16 hours are awake, of 8 hours are asleep. So what we do is we multiply the 3 by 16 is 48, and the 3 by 8 is 24. So if you add it up, the first 6 days is 96 hours, and the last 3 days of man is 48 hours, and it totals to 144 hours. Now if we total up the 9 days of man's sleep that belongs up in the heavens, it's 9 times 8 is 72. 72 and 144 makes Torah 216. Thus we would have 6 days, 1 day, and 3 days. Thus we would have the 613 laws of God. Thus we take the 613 laws of God and we add it up to the 216 of Torah. We have 829 total. Thus we add the 8 plus the 2 plus the 9, it equals 19. Thus the 19th letter in the alphabet is S for spirit, and the spirit has a letter count of 91. And so does the deck of cards in one suit from ace to king also equals 91. Thus if we multiply the 8 by the 2 by the 9, we have the 144 hours of man awake, and that makes up the total of Torah. But we are missing something now. We are missing the 24 hours of the 1 day of the Shabbat. So we take the 1 day of the hour of Shabbat, okay, and add it to the 216. We have a total of 240. Now what we do with the 240 is we go 24 hours for the day, and the O is for the Omega, for it's the Omega God of the Torah of the 1 day. Thus I hope you're following me right now. Thus we multiply 2 by 4 equals 8, or 8th letter in the alphabet is heaven, or 2 plus 4 equals 6, with the letter of man. Thus if we add them together, 6 and 8, we have 14. So we write down the 1 as an ace. We write down the 4. If we put the 4 down sideways, it becomes a jack. Thus we have blackjack and the game of life. If you understand, that's fine. This is all in the dark, and I did it all off the top of my head. Now, if it makes no sense, write me back, and I'll write it back up on paper so you can see the right way. But I wanted you to follow me this way. It's much easier in the dark, because all man is in the dark. Thank you, MrTacpans.